Hello everybody and welcome back to Vegas Sports Talk, and it's Monday, so it's the Mountain West Conference News of the Week video, and this is my third week doing it, and it's a lot different from 3 weeks ago. So, the player of the week was Isaiah Stevens with Colorado State. He had an amazing week. He had a buzzer beater against Nevada to make them win that game, and he went off against UNLV making everything from the floor. And he deserved to be player of the week, and he played like the player of the week. There was key results from last week. Every result I have on the board, the home team won except one of them, and you can tell which one. Wednesday, San Diego State went to the pit and beat them 85-57. And also on the same night, Reno lost in Moby Arena by 1 against Colorado State, 92-91. On Saturday, UNLV went into Moby and they lost by 18, 95-77. Utah State had an 8-point halftime lead at San Diego State. They blew that. San Diego State wins 80-68. And Reno went into Boise and laid an egg, 73-64. Boise win. And that transitions to my next point, that San Diego State improves to 23-0 after a second half comeback versus Utah State. And it looked like the Aztecs were going to lose this game, but I had a feeling the whole entire time they were not going to lose it. I had a feeling that they were going to come back strong in the second half. They were going to make key shots when they needed to, and most importantly, they did make those shots. And I knew they weren't going to lose on retirement jersey night of Kawhi Leonard, and they're 23-0 and they're 12-0 in the conference. And the hardest winning test is probably at Nevada, but that's it. If they can come out of Reno with a win, they'll probably be undefeated by the end of the season. Current Mountain West Conference standings, and this is very different from a couple weeks ago and even last week. San Diego State is still number 1 at 12-0. Then Colorado State at 7-4. Boise State at 7-4. Then the Rebels at 6-4. Utah State 6-5. Reno 6-5. But after the 6th spot, 7 through 11 are New Mexico's 5-6. They've fallen off a cliff. They're done. The Fresno's 4-7. They're getting a little bit of momentum, but still not enough to come back and get a top 5 seed. Air Force is 3-7, San Jose State's 3-8, and Wyoming won their first game on the road at San Jose State the other day. So they're 1-10 conference, and that's their first win of the decade in the Mountain West. And it was long overdue. They played some good games. They just weren't getting the results. But still, I think the Wyoming coach will get fired after this year. Key games for this week coming up. This is a big week in the Mountain West, but not as big as last week. UNLV at Utah State's a big game. The winner of that will be, if UNLV wins that, will be 7-4. If Utah State wins that, they'll be 7-5. So this is a key game on Wednesday on CBS Sports Network. Boise State, Utah State's also very key because that could be a potential 2-seed clash, depending on how Colorado State does this week. They go to Fresno State tomorrow, and I think they're going to lose that game. I think the Bulldogs are out strong, and they're going to lose that game. So the Bulldogs will improve to 5-7. Colorado State will fall to 7-5, and I just don't expect Colorado State to stay up number 2. They're a good team. They'll probably get a top 5 seed, but I don't think they'll stay number 2. And on Saturday, San Diego State goes to Air Force, and San Diego State should take care of business. The Air Force team isn't as good as it should be. And there you guys go. That's the Mountain West Conference News of the Week. This is my third week doing it, week of January 27th through February 2nd. And basketball season's in full swing. March Madness is only about a month and a half away. Isn't that crazy? And who do you guys think, how do you think the standings will be after the end of this week coming up? Because we all know it's going to be totally different. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Vegas Sports Talk, where I post other quality content, polls, as well as my Instagram stories. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys again soon. And remember, the Mountain West is not dead yet.